Building a mobile app in 2025 with no code, FlutterFlow and Bubble are the two top contenders, but only one is the best for non-tech founders. Let's break it down to see which one is the winner. So let's start off with the simplicity and the ease of use. So both FlutterFlow and Bubble use visual drag and drop editors, and FlutterFlow is often praised for its intuitive mobile focus interface, as it comes with ready-made templates and UI components that help non-technical users get started quickly. Bubble also has a visual editor, which is great, but it offers far more backend and workflow options which add complexity. In practice, many beginners find Bubble's learning curve steeper because of its advanced database and logic tools. So in short, FlutterFlow feels simpler for a first mobile app, while Bubble has more features that can overwhelm newcomers at the start. Let's talk about performance and speed. FlutterFlow was built for mobile from the ground up, so your app's UI is going to be compiled into native iOS and Android code, so it runs very smoothly. Think of it as real mobile performance, where animation stays smooth and the hardware features including the GPS and the camera integrations working seamlessly. Bubble's mobile builder takes a hybrid approach instead, because Bubble itself says it's optimized for responsive mobile use, but in practice, FlutterFlow's native compilation makes things generally faster. For example, India's Axis Bank, which is a banking app which is very popular, built its mobile app using FlutterFlow, and it handles over 50 million users at a time. So in summary, FlutterFlow usually gives a crisper mobile performance, while Bubble's solution, which is still evolving, is closer to a polished web experience instead. So when it comes to design and customization, both platforms offer design tools. Bubble really shines on its deep customization, as it even allows you to add in custom CSS code or scripts to fine-tune layouts. So Bubble is really great if you really want to pixel-perfect control of the layouts and you don't mind more of a web-like look, whereas FlutterFlow is more designed on its mobile user interface, as it provides many pre-built components including buttons, lists and grids right out of the box, which is really great as well. And it can also drop in custom Flutter Dart code if you're really adventurous. But for non-technical founders, FlutterFlow's ready-made mobile templates and drag and drop widgets means that you can achieve a polished native app look really fast. Whereas Bubble's visual editor is a really powerful tool, but its strength is more in the workflow logic than a mobile-first design. When it comes to AI tools, both platforms are adding AI helpers, but in different ways. FlutterFlow has built-in AI features where you can generate UI components or whole pages just from using text prompts, using magic cursors to style elements with AI, and even build AI agents into your app. In other words, FlutterFlow can write the Flutter code or suggest designs for you, and whereas at the moment, Bubble is currently playing catch-up with AI. It's launching an AI app builder that can draft an app from your instructions. Bubble also lets you integrate AI APIs like ChatGPT via plugins. So overall at the moment, FlutterFlow's AI tools are way more mature for design code and code generation, whereas Bubble's new AI features are promising, but it's still in the early stages, so we might need to come back to this a bit later in regards to Bubble's AI features being released later this year in 2025. FlutterFlow makes publishing an app really easy, as its paid plan includes one-click builds for Google Play and the Apple App Store. You can download the APKs or app bundles directly, or use FlutterFlow's Publish button on the Pro plan. Bubble can now produce native apps too, but it's still new, so Bubble's mobile app builder lets you design for iOS and Android, but you typically still need to use a third-party wrapper like BDK or JSONL to submit to the stores. So in practice, FlutterFlow still has the edge here when it comes to App Store submission. It has a streamlined built-in path to get your mobile app on the app stores, whereas Bubble needs to still catch up once its mobile app matures, but for now, expect a few more steps when submitting your app to the app stores with Bubble. When it comes to community support, both platforms have active communities and documents. Bubble is older, so it has a huge forum and a lot of tutorials, courses, including the Bubble Academy, and even agencies specializing in it. FlutterFlow has a smaller but growing community, but there is official documentation, a community forum, and plenty of YouTube videos out there for tutorials. So in short, you'll find help for either tool that you're going to use. Bubble's ecosystem is more mature, but FlutterFlow's resources are improving fast with a highly engaged user base. So when it comes to pricing, FlutterFlow has both a free tier and a paid tier. So the free tier pretty much allows you to build and test your apps within the browser, whereas the paid standard plans allows you to add code and APK downloads. And also their Pro plan unlocks advanced features like one-click App Store submission to both the Apple App Store and the Google Play Store. Bubble also has the same thing, both a free plan and also paid plans as well, with the starter plan starting at $32 a month all the way to the team plan starting at almost $399 a month, which removes also the limitations that it has as you progress through each plan. So both of these platforms offer free plans for learning, but to launch a real app, you're going to need to pay for a paid plan. So out of all the information I provided with you guys today, which one is the best option? I would say for this. So for mobile first apps, FlutterFlow is going to be normally the safer bet because it's built for native apps, as its performance and publishing features make it ideal for consumer apps, small business apps, or prototypes that need that native feel. Whereas Bubble excels more for data-driven web apps or SaaS projects, as it has a full integrated backend including the databases, authentication and workflows, and tons of plugins for a SaaS project. So if your project is essentially a web service marketplace and you need a multi-user collaboration, I think Bubble is the best way to go for that sector. So in 2025, if your goal is purely to develop a mobile app, FlutterFlow will normally serve you better than Bubble. If you need a hybrid app or you need a heavy back-end needs for your app, Bubble could work more with more effort though. So the winner is FlutterFlow, because for most non-technical founders building a mobile app in 2025, FlutterFlow here takes the crown with its native performance, mobile tailored design tools, and one-click publishing, making launching in iOS and Android faster and more reliable. Bubble is very powerful for web-based projects, but its mobile features are more newer and less streamlined. So if your app needs native speed or you plan to get onto the App Store really quickly, FlutterFlow is the best option for you guys today. Bubble also remains a good choice if your app doubles as a website or you need Bubble's rich backend for your app. But for pure mobile, we're going to give the edge to FlutterFlow here today. So that's my take on the two most popular no-code platforms available out there in 2025, whereas FlutterFlow is a clear winner here. Now, if you guys are interested in designing and developing an app and you don't want to just rely on using a no-code platform, I would invite you to click on the link below to book in a free call with me, and we'll discuss how I can personally help you bring your app idea to life in the shortest amount of time possible. The link is in the description below. Thank you so much for watching today's video, and I'll see you in the next one.